Nunu is known as a champion that no players like to play unless you're a degenerate. So why is there a Nunu player who's reached top 10 in the North American server that has peaked 1200 LP and has played over 600 games this season across 3 accounts as Nunu and has 180,000 mastery points on him on his main? Across all 3 of his accounts, he has an astounding 60% win rate with his chosen champion. He reached Challenger on the first season it actually came out, although he didn't quite stay there because back then it was top 50 only. He hit it at one point and consistently after stayed Challenger from seasons 3 to 9. Why can he consistently hold the title as the best Nunu NA and also get top 10 in Challenger? His name is Pantsar Dragon, also known as Pants Karen Only and Pantsar Facebook. And he is here right now to share his secrets with us. Hey retard, thanks for having me today. I'm pumped to help your audience master the way of Nunu. So, let's talk some Nunu. How did you manage to stay at such a high level with Darius, I mean Nunu, and maintain your rank for so long? Nunu is a champion that punishes retards, just like you. Hey, I take a lot of offense to that, but go on. So this champion is really good at punishing people who overextend, like to play across the line, and honestly, because he can gank from 2 screens away, to be honest. He makes his AD carry, top laner, mid laner, and support carry him because he has something called Blood Boil, or, as you guys know right now, called the Frailer, which gives people 20% attack speed as well as 10% movement speed. Pretty good for getting carried, do I say so myself. Even the best players fall down to a Nunu gank just because, well, challenger players don't have a minimap, so Nunu is really good at just rolling his snowball and setting up ganks so his allies can carry him later. Also, people are so stupid that like they see a Nunu at 0 hit point, but then all of a sudden he Qs a minion and gains like half his hit point bar, and they don't even realize that he's just a big bait. So even at the highest level of gameplay, people, even like pro players, LCS players, just try and kill Nunu, but he just kills a nearby minion and then all of a sudden he's full hit point. So people forget that he's got 2 things that can outplay people. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? When you're a Nunu player like me, sometimes you just gotta eat some chunky monkeys and get some chocolate bars, and then you just get top 10, you know? And this is gonna go to my second point. I always play to snowball. Get it? Eh? Snowball, Nunu? Aha. So how do you snowball on Nunu? Well, you see that dragon, you know? Just press Q and you win games. What can I say? Gank bot. Win bot lane. Gank mid. Win mid lane. Oh, all of a sudden you got 2 winning lanes. Guess what? That dragon is yours. So you're telling me that if I want to be a Nunu player as good as you, all I have to do is gank mid and bot lane and get dragons and that's it? Yep. I mean, you can gank top lane too if you want, you know? It's just that easy. Damn, Pats, I have a lot of respect for you. I didn't know Nunu was that easy to play because I would always get confused on how to play him and to roll snowballs and to queue creeps, but because you taught me right now, I think I can play Nunu myself. Hey, I am glad I could share some of my knowledge. Alright, so if the average player is doing Dragon or Baron, how do you secure that? Well, Nunu has this ability called Consume. It does 890 damage or some shit, and if you add that on with your Smite, you do like 1100 damage around level 12 or 13. So if the enemy wants to ever contest Baron or Dragon, all you have to do is Q Smite, and that's yours. Oh my god, I can see why you're a top 10 player now. It all makes sense. I just can't believe the incredible mechanics you put into your work and your Nunu to achieve, yes, top 10 in North America. What tips can you give on Nunu, that most people don't know? Well, you see, if you play this champion into really egotistical junglers, they'll just call you a Nunu player. So if you know you're facing Tarzan or Metaphor, and you win that game, and let's say you go like 1-10, but you're playing Nunu, they will get really pissed off. And so if you want to really tilt someone and fuck up their day, all you have to do is lock in Nunu, and especially if you know they're on the other team because you just played with them in the last game. So yeah, egotistical junglers cannot stand losing to a Nunu. And also, egotistical junglers cannot play Nunu because their ego is so inflated that they just will not refuse to play this champion. Lucky for me, I don't give a shit. I like playing Nunu because he gives me LP. If you want to piss him off more, you can say better jungler wins when you win too. Another tip I want to give to your fans, RTO, I mean, Mr. YouTuber, is duo queue. You see, Nunu isn't a champion that really carries, but if you duo, he can carry you, eh? You know what I'm saying? So, with your passive, call the Fair Lord, if you got a duo who needs some of that Nunu blood boil, let him carry your ass. Of course, if he's playing a hyper carry, dude, guess what? You're playing Nunu. You set him up and you buff him and you peel for him. I'm just saying, those people who say duo abusing trash, only way to climb is duo abuse, etc. I'm just gonna say, you can do it too. Drop the ego, kid. You fucking suck. And so do I. That's how I got to top 10. To all those players who say you're only top 10 because you duo abused, okay, you can do it too. I don't understand. If you look at me and you see that all I do is duo abuse and get the top 10, why don't you do it? When you queue up for ranked, what does it say? It says ranked, solo, or duo. It's right there. So, you know, do it. Nah, but I have pride and ego, and I would never stoop down to your level. As a Diamond 1, 2,000 games on Yasuo and Riven, I will never stoop down to your level and duo because I am a person who takes self-worth, pride, and whatever fuck there is, and with my own skill, I will eventually get to my goal, which is Challenger for the first time. After 3,000 games, I'll get Challenger. You know, there's a lot of people who've gotten rank 1 by themselves, TF Blade, but recently, the top 2 challengers, Santorin and Tarzan, and I think Blabberfish got it once. It's not like they ever dueled or anything, right? Nope, they actually did. Santorin dueled with, I think, Viper and sometimes Revenge, while Tarzan dueled with Fui and I don't know who else there was, but there's a bunch of people he dueled with, right? And Blabberfish, I think, dueled with Johnson. And then he went to Korea, so he was like briefly he was rank 1 for about a week or two, and then he had to go to Korea. So to the people who say, you know, blame everything for duo abuse and shit, drop the ego. If tools are available to you, why not use it? If you were in a like deathmatch tournament, which doesn't exist anymore, I don't even know if it existed, but the prize was $1,000,000 if you won a whole tournament, and for your final round, you could choose between a gun or a snowball. Which would you choose? I would choose a snowball because I'm a Nunu player, but you would probably pick a gun because that increases your odds of winning $1,000,000 than a snowball. Alrighty, so obviously the video has been trolled so far, but if you're actually looking to find, you know, some informative Nunu commentary, whatever you want to call it, like some informative stuff, or actually be informative instead of trolling around. If you're looking to get better at Nunu, I'll show you some things. I already fucked up because I'm supposed to put a word right here. You can do whatever path you want, literally, it doesn't matter, but blue is OP, blue side is the OP path, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna high gank bot level 3. Again, look at me, gank concentrated mid and bot, except mid is a little hard, no damage, so it's a bot gap today. My bot should be like getting pushed in, because they're both melee, and they also have the leash, but also my bot lane at the leash. We'll see what happens. Oh, here comes Nunu, who gives a shit if my team isn't ready. Okay, they are ready. Nicely done. Oh, I just won the game. And that is the informative commentary y'all been waiting for. Actually, maybe I should have pushed this. I'm pretty useless at pushing if I don't have my W or Q. Yeah, cat fighter. If Pantheon walks, like, yeah, it's whatever. We're literally just gonna go to the other crab. Or we're gonna go to our red, because if she takes our red, we'll be pissed. We're not doing the raptors or golems. We don't like those camps. Except raptors is fine, but like, we got bigger things on our head, like this crap. But if you do golems, it sucks ass. It really does suck. Ooh, they're kind of low. I have to go in the next wave. No. No. I could have maybe gone this way to dive, but like mid has prow, right? So Yeah, I probably should have wrapped around. The thing is, though, Pantheon, if he knows any side of that we're coming for the bot dive, he starts moving, and now I'm trapped in pincer. I have to flash out. I was using my W. Obviously, you don't want to use your W there because it's your escape. But I didn't want to use my E because like, let's take contest. It's like you can use the F keys to look around the map if you're rolling a snowball. But we should go in the next wave bot lane. I think I crashed. Nope. Sucks a dick. I think he just... Okay. Nice. I mean, if you notice around the map, they're using so many resources on everything else. Mid and top. So it doesn't matter. You notice how I actually said something like... In the video, like, just gank bot lane? Look what I'm doing. It's working. Oh my god, he's top again. Again, bot lane is always the win con. It never stops. They can't do anything. I mean, I didn't have key smite, and I probably should have held it, but whatever. It's like the... Doesn't matter, because it's just like you're facing a Nunu, you know? No, no, no! Alright. I mean, that fight's so trash. Our Renekton's 1 and 4. We have to fight around our MF. This guy is really bad, by the way. Our second worst player might be our mid lane. Our best player is our ADC. And the only pings you should be listening to is our mid lane's pings. Unfortunately, like, everything's working out. Like, we're winning, but, like... These fights are so bad. Again, you want to get carried. But you don't want to get carried by the 1 in 5 Renekton. He's not going to carry you. You get carried by your MF, and then you can get carried by the Xerath, because now you got a bunch of kills. And you just bought. So this is a suppressive fire Nunu ulti thing. Can I eat this? Well, apparently you can't eat. Okay, I'm actually. I'm actually. It worked out. Okay, it worked out. But you can't eat that turret. I already like carried my team early game, so I just hope the god can carry me now. Oh, this is easy. And with the wind tunnels, makes Nunu godlike, so we just fight this. We just go into Phalios, we don't care. But, I mean, we already played the game. We ganked bot lane, and we won. Imagine if I played this smart. I have 4 deaths, that shouldn't have happened, but like, we're actually just straight winning. Just, there's no minion. Minion. Holy shit, it's so fast. Okay, I like where this is going. Hey! Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, let's just push down mid. Yep. Let's go. We int. Our team is Baron. They use all of it on us, and we win. Hey, what I say? Gank bot, win game. Doesn't matter what you do after. That's how OP this champion is. Well, now you guys know how to play Nunu. Win bot lane, int, and then, yeah, you essentially can win the game. Thank you for those wise words, Mr. Nunu player. What tips could you give to someone that is trying to really improve and climb to a high level? Mr. Nunu player, Panzer Dragon.
Well, besides duo queuing, you should totally
Play Nunu, that's a pretty good champion. Unless you're against Olaf, then don't play Nunu, play something else. Oh yeah, I know a lot of players are trying to play Cleanse Ghost mid Nunu. Stop doing that. That's definitely not a thing you should do. There's a better rune for Nunu than, Predator. Try Aftershock. Aftershock, as many of you guys know, players who have an ego who have Conquer cannot stand Aftershock. You see a Riven player, a Yasuo player, anything that wants to do damage, even Zed, take Aftershock. It doesn't even have to be Nunu. It can be Lissandra, mid lane with Aftershock. Just anything Aftershock to piss off people who want to be a highlight player or make a Lee Sin TikTok montage. I am serious. They will not ever get a montage play out of you if you have Aftershock, the best rune in the game. And I'm very glad Riot designed something like this rune. Bravo to Riot. And also, very good job to Riot for making Omnistone, a rune that doesn't make any sense, but somehow will be OP eventually if they keep giving it buffs, and everyone's going to start running it. Great job. I love RNG in League of Legends. Let's go. More buffs for Omnistone. Then I can go Omnistone, Nunu, and no one will complain. So Mr. Panzer Dragon, best Nunu player NA, who always gets top 10 every season, what is your thoughts on champions like Rek'Sai, Elise, Lee Sin? All these champions who have a bit of mechanics and take quite a bit of skill, but if mastered correctly, they become god tier champions, and in Challenger, they become permanently banned and picked every game. What are your thoughts on, Lee Sin and all these junglers? Well, Mr. YouTuber, if they're not running Aftershock, I don't see the point in playing them. Very good point. I now know why you're a top 10 jungler in NA. But I see this one thing where you actually played Talia in Season 8. You also played Evelynn, and you also played Shaco as well as Skarner a lot on Panzer Facebook in Season 8 and got to rank 3, I think it was. But it seems like none of these champions have Aftershock. Could you care to explain why you played these champions instead of Nunu or anything that has Aftershock? So those games, I didn't play them. I hired a booster to play those games. Those Shaco games, I hired Chase Shaco. I would stream it, and then I'd put on a face cam, but what I was actually streaming was a screen share of Chase Shaco playing for me, and then I would just react and do the face cam while he played on my account, and I would just react to everything that would happen to on my screen so that I would never get caught. When Talia became meta in the jungle, I didn't know how to play Talia. I'm not a mid laner. So guess who I hired? That's right. I hired none other than Red Mercy. He is a mid laner. I don't know how Talia works, so I hired him to play on my account while I face cammed. And he was the keyboard and the clicks. That's how I got rank 3 in Season 8. I hired some people to play on my account. If the champion didn't have a snowball, it wasn't me. If it has no Aftershock, it wasn't me. If the champion's name wasn't Nunu, it was definitely not me playing on the account. Oh, and when I spam Udyr, that was Trick2G. Thank you for sharing your tips on Nunu. We really appreciate it and can't wait to see what you do in the future. If viewers want to catch you, where can they find you? You can find me on facebook.com/LuigiDragonLOL for my Facebook stream, and my YouTube at PanzerDragon, and my Twitter at PanzerDragon, and my Instagram at Luigi Dragon. Thanks for watching. Comment below on who you want me to interview next, such as Red Mercy or Red Mercy. Make sure to like the video if you actually did like the video. And if you want to follow the top 10 Nunu player, you can also look in the description below for his links. I also have my own Mobile Fire Nunu guide if you guys want to check out. Okay, that doesn't exist. But at least you got me. Best Nunu NA. Thanks for watching.